This is my project that I did it alongside with Ivan Nenov. He and I, we are both international students. He's from Bulgaria and I'm from Albania. We both come from Balkan countries, which we feel as developing countries, we don't have a very good judicial system. A lot of people suffer from it. A lot of people are separated by it, and a lot of people lose their loved ones. And these nails, they represent the people, and they represent our connections to it. The threads are the connections, and when they are cut, it is shown how law is fragile and law can separate people easily.
From my own personal experience, I can say that law has disconnected me in a way of a family member, which is my father.
Here we have what we call the Law Vest. It's a project that me and my colleagues have started on this year. And the idea is that the Law Vest, just as a bulletproof vest, is a representation of how the law can be used to protect us. But at the same time, we're also obliged to protect the law. And that is why, as you can see over the Law Vest, we have provided a transparent raincoat. That transparent raincoat is a metaphor of how we protect it from rain or whatever comes through it, so it doesn't affect the actual vest inside. So as you can see, no matter how much red dye we've poured, the vest has not been affected.
This is called The Ugly Side of the Beauty Industry. What inspired me is the fact that I work in the beauty industry. I'm an aesthetics injector, and it's just that there are a lot of people that can just enter this industry without any knowledge and aren't trained properly. They're literally trained for one day, which is quite ridiculous, because how could you deal with these kinds of complications? And that's what pretty much inspired me for this whole piece. As you can see, like, there's botched lips, tear trough fillers, jaw fillers, cheek fillers. There are no regulations, there are no laws in this industry, which is why anyone and everyone could do it, which is wrong, of course, because how could you just get into something like this? It's injecting. You're literally going to cause complications like these. And the way I made this piece is I took these pictures of reviews from what I saw on Google, Reddit, Real Self, and it was quite scary seeing all of these pictures out there, knowing that people are botched out there just because of simple mistakes.
So essentially my one, as titled, is called the 99p flake. The whole purpose of it is the juxtaposition of our childhood, where the ice cream van was a means of joy, a means of happiness, it was excitement. However, in Palestine, to this day, there are innocent children being murdered and no space in morgues, and the refrigeration of ice cream vans being used. Palestine in itself has always been a means of motivation for me. So when talking about law, we cannot not talk about Palestine. There is a constant human rights violation that's been happening for over 70 years. So for me, it was of utmost vital importance to discuss this. And I done it through the ice cream, because ice cream being so innocent yet so symbolic and important.
My project's called Everything Can Be Fixed with a Cup of Tea. It's kind of like what goes on in your mind when you have faced difficulty with the law and you The ideology behind it is that when these issues do arise, instead of kind of thinking it's such a problem, we take a step back, we make a cup of tea, and adding any ingredients in which make you feel calmer and in a better state of mind, and allowing your conscious to kind of calm down and allowing positivity to shine through instead of negativity. At the front, you see like the interworkings of the brain. So this is like the neurons and the pathways, neural pathways in between your mind and when things happen. And you'll see in brain 2, it's in my utopian-based society or a positive mind-based society, and it has a little bit of lemon added to the tea. That little bit of lemon is kind of like the differences we can make within ourselves when these problems arise. And once a little bit of acidity is added, if you notice, it becomes a very, very light, beautiful pink color.
This year's graduate show was quite an extraordinary moment of political involvement, but as well as very personal, almost investment in the stories, in their community, their family, their own way of looking at the law. It was very much about a moment that encountered the law, or justice, or injustice, or illegality, and how this moment changed them, made them think about their responsibility as law students, both legal, political responsibility. And we had the most extraordinary stories, personal stories, family stories, community stories, race issues, gender issues, quite sad, but also wrapped in such beauty. It's stunning.
This law show today has just been incredible. Students exploring things that have impacted their emotions, their experiences through life, brought out through art.